Hello, and welcome back. This is VIII broadcasting live from the vault and our stars. We are catching up on some Final Fantasy VIII today, Disc 2, and we've done as much of the side quests as we could have done. And we're back onto the main storyline. Let me turn it down a bit. I think I was playing, and it's a lot louder than it can be when it's not trying to pick itself up. Okay, we are going to Selphie's Garden, Trabia Garden, which is right here on the map. As you can see, we're already there, and this is how you get there. Quick background. We've attacked we've attacked the sorceress, and she has sent us to jail, shot off some missiles, and we have broken out of jail and disarmed the missile base. However, one of the gardens did get attacked before we were able to stop the missiles, and I believe this is that garden. This is also Selphie, the girl with the flippy hair. This is the school that she's from. So she's particularly sad. Look at how shitty this place looks. That this place got destroyed. I think this episode is going to be a lot of storyline talking. So, ×3 button will help a bit. And it does appear this whole place was destroyed. A direct hit, she says. I don't know who put up all these wooden planks and things for it. The most important of things you will need in this episode, I believe, are a weapons magazine, monthly, OG, and a Timber Maniacs magazine. I believe it's a Timber Maniacs. But there's two types of magazines that we need to get here. Everyone's here. We'll just take... I don't think you have to worry about battles or anything here. Thunder again. Okay, this is the tricky part. Because the camera, when you first get in here, brings it up to see Selphie, you will probably miss down here, how close I can get, right there, the very tip of a magazine is poking out, and that's the one you want. It is your Weapons Monthly August issue. Let's look at it. We've got this new sword for TVioSP, some Zell gloves. This is for Renoa, that little bat thing that shoots off of her arm. Very Batgirl of her. Oops, where am I going? Quistis whip. Okay, so those are the people that get that in this month's issue. We also got all these stones from Holy Stone, Protector Meteor, Ultima Stone, and Shell Stone, Flare Stone. Bunch of random stones from those quests that we did. So check out those episodes. I don't know if the stones will be important, but I bet you they'll start becoming more important when we want to build something like the weapons. Here's the other magazine. It's over here in the graveyard, and it is a Timber Maniacs tool. Now let's run through this because It's a lot. Selfie's here, having a good time. We're happy for her. I don't know if it matters whether you play along or embarrass her or not. However, I have noticed that my dollar amount, my ranking has gone down 1, and I don't know why. Because I feel like I'm on my game, but maybe I haven't been. Okay, after you grab those magazines, I don't know if you have to do any of these things, talk to any of these people, look at any of that stuff. You just gotta get here to this courtyard on this really shitty... Who built this basketball court like this? Just kidding, obviously. I wonder if him and Selfie are gonna get together. He's kind of a player, but he seems like he has his sights set on Selfie. Why did the sources come into the picture all of a sudden now? Yeah, I have a theory about, well, it's not really a theory. It's a very lightly strung together theory about the sorceress. I'll tell you further on down in this episode when things are more revealing. I'm feeling a little bit better with my space virus coldness thing, space flu. Although I might not sound much better. It's all trying to expel itself out of my body right now as we speak. So, pardon for the noises coming out of my body. I cannot help them. I want to get my revenge, she says it, I imagine, so happily. Isn't there another way? Isn't she the one who hired a mercenary group? You tell us, girl. Was there another way? You could have, like, sent her flowers instead. A really mean letter. Nicely handwritten mean letter. Yeah, what do you expect from us? I'm a seed. And she's like, talk to me. Yeah. You were the first one to grab a sword. Or at least tell others to grab a sword for you. You're even worse. She's like, she hired this mercenary group, and she is getting more excitement out of like playing with the mercenary group as one of them. It's almost as if she paid for an adventure. You know those, oh, what are they called? Kind of like an escape room thing, where she's just paying for this experience. Although, she's the only one who is thinking it's a fun experience. Everyone's, like, dying. This lady's here in her hometown has been destroyed by missiles. And she's like, it's so much fun when I'm with you guys. I don't understand at all. That's why we fight. We just keep on pushing. Keep on trucking. This is when shit gets crazy. So here we are, plenty of kids, all with no parents. He's in this orphanage. Somewhere. It's really beautiful weather out. It was around the end of the Sorceress War. What is that? It was around the end of the Sorceress War, so I guess it could have be helped. So there was a Sorceress War at one point in time. I feel like that's a gigantic clue that has snuck past me multiple times in viewing. Anyway, that's where I was. And out of all the kids, it was this little selfie. So, it turns out, Irvine, is it Selfie? Selfie, right? And Selfie went to this orphanage together when they were kids, about 4. But not only did these two go to the orphanage together, an old house made of stone by the ocean, so did Quistis. That's right. Why didn't you tell us? Oh, but it goes even crazier. So he knew this whole time, but since those two forgot, he wasn't going to say anything. That seems really bizarre. Like when you run up and be like, holy shit! What's happened? Why don't you remember? I should have a cough drop on me. So he just kept it to himself. But not only all of that, hello? Everybody's been at the orphanage. Here's a little 4-year-old Zell. Here's, oh, that's 4-year-old Irvine. This is 4-year-old TVioSP. Just kidding. I don't think there's anything to be gathered up here. So, just go and find a little version of you. He's being very emo. Very emo. Sis, where'd you go? Yo! You don't like me anymore. Ugh. And he's gone now. All the other people went down to the beach side. In their adult versions, I guess. And they're having a little bit of a memory bond situation. I don't know what's going on here. But you see this kid in the middle, that's Cypher. So he's also been here. What are we missing? TVioSP isn't in this group right now. He's just crying about his sister. So we have these 5. TVioSP, his sister, which we'll get to in a second, and I mean, I guess they're adults, people, which, as far as I know, is just one person, but it could be multiple people. So Zell's freaking out because he's like, wait a minute, I have parents in Balaam, and now they're realizing that this person is Cypher. I knew right away as soon as I saw that symbol on the shirt. You'll notice Renoa isn't here, which is why she feels so fifth wheelie in my head. Probably in her own head too. That girl. Why are you welling me? I don't know if you have to, but if you talk to all of these people, not even talk to them, I just think touch them, they will disappear. Except for Renoa. Shove it in her face, ha! Yeah, I was there too, guys. Sitting on the porch in the rain. That's why you don't remember me as often. Just waiting for a sister. Oh, sis. You turned out fine. Sis L, immediately, you know, his sister is Elone. Bum bum bum. So, Elone has this, like, time power thing where whenever we pass out, we can go to places. But only certain people, right? Although, has it happened to Renoa? I don't think it has. But I'm not sure now. I don't think it has happened to Renoa. So maybe she can only do it to certain people. That was part of my theory. The other part of my theory is, I mean, if you've played the game, you already know that my theories are or are not correct. But I have not beat this game before. So these are pure theories. Instead of us growing up in the orphanage together and coming to be how we are, I think Elone put us there with her time ability together in a group. Maybe. Like I said, it's very loose fitting because I'm not sure what's going on. She was my sister. I can hug her if I want to hug. That sounds way more southern than it should. Yeah, aren't we supposed to be dealing with Selphie and her problems right now? She's... Another hilarious kind of thing is... We all are here talking, I assume in front of Renoa, still at the basketball court, just like having this conversation, pretending that we're on a beach in our minds. Get on with it. So she has this, like, weird realization that every time okay, first off, she hits on us all the time. A quick backstory on Quistis here. She used to be our teacher, hit on us consistently, turned down consistently. Then she quit her job and became a regular seed person like us. I don't even know how a teacher becomes, I guess in real life, a professor could just quit and become a student. I don't feel like that's how it works in this situation, but that's what she does. Only because she wants to get with us. Thirsty girl. Then, I feel like there's a then, although I'm blanking on what it might be. Then she just keeps hitting on us and we keep turning her down. That's what that is. But now she comes to this realization. I thought it was love. I had my feelings because I was in a structure, but I've come to realize it wasn't. I guess I must have missed the part already. She must have said it. But she realizes she just had some connection with us from the past because we knew each other when we were 4, that she mistook that for her love for me, and which, I mean, sure, that does not excuse all your actions past that point. So I still don't give her any sympathy on this. Oh yeah, and then we find out this nugget. This episode is just full of like the lore of this Final Fantasy VIII. Is that the lore? Is that how I would say that, or just storyline in general? But the GFs, through use of the GFs, the magic, it's taking away our memories. I don't know how people wouldn't know this already, unless I guess they forgot, but that doesn't make sense. I mean, society-wise, we would have written it down at some point. Because we're not the first generation to be using these GFs. They belong in schools. We've been, like, however long we've had schools, I guess, at least. But we, beyond then, because we, like, made schools around them. So, they think Irvine just remembers a little bit more because he's the most recent to join our team, which is true, but I don't know if the game is being completely honest with how it works yet. Like, have they revealed the storyline? So we find out here, everyone's just giving out their secrets. Selphie used to have a GF when she was like 12. I'm hoping at some point we get it back, but I'm not sure how that would work either. Time travel, alone. Elone, not alone. Alone with alone. That's what we want. Maybe that's for the best. But get ready to hold onto your seatbelts, because we got an additional surprise. Probably the biggest one out of the bunch, I would say. He's all like, my family in Belen, they adopted me. They're all like, shut up. No one cares. But do you remember this other person? This lady. Bam, look at that face. She is the sorceress. Has been taking care of them. She's the guardian of these little adopted kids. So, how does that all work in? And she's a sorceress. Is she a sorceress here in this time? And what about the sorceress war that we just heard about? Is she hiding from that? And not using any of her powers? And if that's the case, was she a guardian of adopted kids before this? Because I assume you don't just get into that job and all of a sudden people are just throwing their kids at you, and now you have 6 kids at the same age in your house. So I was thinking Elone but if Elone regrouped these kids here at 4, that's why I really think that they're getting their memories. Like, they're getting their memories now because they didn't have them before, and Elone is changing time. That was what she wanted to do. So I'm just kind of assuming that changes are being made, I guess, if she's truly changing time, and that we're experiencing those changes, maybe. So that's how they're getting these memories of this place. And the sorceress is also inserting herself into this time because she is getting a hold of Elone right now? I don't know. That's Eddie Kramer. She's the sorceress. We wash the music. It's Mother Matron Morton. The music starts as quickly as the music stops. Or split that. Cut and paste in the opposite direction. Yeah, this also doesn't make sense to me. Which, I feel like I need to draw this down on a piece of paper, which I could. Off broadcast, of course. She made the gardens, and yet the gardens are supposed to fight against her. This is where that time traveling stuff has to be coming, like, something is switching through time, right? Because this is a loop of some sort. She made the gardens, and the gardens are here to destroy her. I mean, it's not a closed loop, I guess. You can make something that's supposed to destroy you in the future without time travel. But why? Why would you do that? I mean, with that being the goal, it's not like she accidentally created it. Her goal was for it to destroy the sorceress, and then she became the sorceress. Or was she the sorceress the whole time? Oh! Well, you know what? We're only on disc 2, so we got a lot to break down. This kind of reminds me of that Brothers area, the Brothers Guardians. Renoa's still standing here, guys. You just can't see her because you're in your own imagination. She's probably really offended right now, actually, by everything. She's probably screaming, "Why aren't you listening to me?" Okay, so basically he's giving this wonderful speech about how he is going to embrace the memory dissolving abilities of the GF, which I once again don't think is what the GFs do, because I feel like we would know about that by now as a society in the Final Fantasy world. But he is going to embrace that anyway. If that's what he thinks it does, he is going to accept the fact that it takes away his memories because he needs that great GF power to save the world. I mean, it's a sacrifice, and he knows it's a sacrifice. It's so much more than a choice. It's like he's consented to this so far down into his background. His speech is way better about it, but he's very much like, this is what I wanted to do. I have made so many decisions to go in this direction. I don't care if I found out now that the GF thing, it doesn't deter me from my goal of saving the world, basically. Now they call him the Sorceress Matron, so Edia, Sorceress, Matron, all the same person. You guys can't run from her. I can't believe we have to fight her. I know, but Sal's right. Is she ain't part of the group? Nobody wants you to come with us. No, it's a gift from the fairies, Selfie. This is probably the ashes of your classmates pouring upon you right now. A gift from the fairies. Do you want to go check out Eddie's orphanage? We might find a clue. Where might that be? Let's head for her house. Okay. Like, you guys don't remember shit, so how am I supposed to, me who hasn't been there, know where it's at, if you guys can't remember where it's at? We're fired in. We're fearless. Oh, okay. Let's get... I don't think anything's happening right now. But, oh, yep, it just pushes us out. So, that is the adventures of Trabia Garden. Trabia. Sophie's place. Sophie's old place, maha. We are about to go find the sorceress, and that is going to be a crazy episode because we are ready to confront her. We are ready to more than confront her. We just need to stop her at some point from, what is she doing again? I don't know if she's ever declared her evilness, as far as, I mean, she did kill someone on stage and then start declaring ruler over that place. I guess that's what we're stopping her from doing, is ruling everything. I don't know if she's a good ruler or a bad ruler. It's just that she wants to rule and she hasn't asked anyone about it, and we're gonna put a stop to that. Which is fair, because what if nobody wants her to be the ruler? That doesn't mean just because she has crazy ass power. Go back to your orphanage home and make, I don't know, children out of clay puppets. I don't know what sorcerers do in their free time. Anyway, this is going on to a rampage. This is TVioSP's signing off from the Vault in Our Stars. Join me in the next one, and thank you for watching.